Humans are transforming Earth's natural landscape so dramatically that as many as 1 million plant and animal species are now at risk of extinction, posing a dire threat to ecosystems that people all over the world depend on for their survival. Scientists have been warning for decades that human actions are pushing life on our shared planet towards mass extinction. Such extinction events have occurred 5 times in the past. The world may be in the middle of a 6th mass extinction, a catastrophic consequence of climate change, habitat loss, and human activity that threatens to wipe out more animals than we care to realize. Here is a list of 5 such animals. They are listed by the World Wildlife Fund for Nature as critically endangered, which means they are among the most likely to disappear within the next decade. At number 5, Hawksbill turtle. Like other sea turtles, hawksbills are threatened by the loss of nesting and feeding habitats, pollution, and coastal development. However, these turtles are most threatened by the wildlife trade. Pieces of their shells are sold in the markets as tortoise shell goods. With a pointed beak-like face, hence its name, this turtle swims through tropical coral reefs throughout the world and dazzles with its biofluorescent shell. Sea turtles have been around for 100 million years. World Wildlife Fund calls them a fundamental link in marine ecosystems, and they help to keep coral reefs and seagrass healthy. These turtles live in tropical coral reefs throughout the world, including the Mesoamerican reef off the coast of East Africa and the Coral Triangle. Hawksbill turtles are among the animals whose populations are difficult to estimate accurately, but one estimate showed that there are probably around 8,000 nesting females remaining in the world. Global population has dropped by 80% over the past century. Habitat protection, satellite tracking, and getting fishers to use turtle-friendly fishing hooks are all part of the efforts to conserve the hawksbill. At number 4, Sumatran elephant. As Sumatran elephant's habitat has diminished over time, conflicts with humans have arisen. In Sumatra's Riau province, pulp and paper industries and oil palm plantations have caused some of the world's most rapid rates of deforestation. Sumatra's high deforestation rates have driven the elephants into human settlements, where the animals sometimes raid crops, trample people's homes, or even kill people. As a result, communities retaliate by poisoning or shooting the elephants. Elephant numbers have declined by a staggering 80% in less than 25 years. Sumatran elephants make their environments better by depositing seeds the natural way. They feed on a variety of plants and deposit seeds wherever they go, contributing to a healthy forest ecosystem. The other animals in its habitat all benefit, from the presence of this elephant population. These elephants live on the Southeast Asian islands of Borneo and Sumatra. There are between 2400 and 2800 left in the wild. World Wildlife Fund and others are working to reduce human-elephant conflict by setting up warning systems when elephants enter human settlements and driving the elephants back into the forest. They are also protecting forests to conserve habitat. The Teso Nilo forest is one of the last forest blocks large enough to support a viable population of critically endangered Sumatran elephants. At number 3, Yangtze finless porpoise. Overfishing is the main factor that contributes to the decrease in the finless porpoise's food supply. Boat propellers and toxic waters from human development all endanger the porpoise. This porpoise is a smart and potentially sneaky animal. It's known for its mischievous smile and has a level of intelligence comparable to that of a gorilla. The porpoise are native to Yangtze River, the longest river in Asia. The river was previously also home to the highly intelligent Paisy dolphin, but unfortunately that species was declared functionally extinct in 2006. There are about 1,000 of these animals left in the wild. Efforts to protect these porpoises include tracking populations, conserving habitat, creating lake reserves, and influencing policy to better protect these animals. At number 2, Sunda tiger. Illegal wildlife trade is the main threat to these tigers. Most of them are killed for their market value, which accounts for nearly 80% of these tigers' deaths each year. Another reason is habitat destruction, which forces tigers out of the protected areas and into human-occupied spaces, where they are more likely to come into conflict with people. These tigers stand out with their bold black stripes on stunning orange coats. These tigers live on the island of Sumatra in Southeast Asia. Fewer than 400 of these tigers are still with us. Efforts to curb poaching include setting stricter laws and working with law enforcement to enforce them. In Indonesia, anyone caught hunting tigers could face jail time and steep fines. World Wildlife Fund is also working to save one of the last great stands of rainforest in 30 Hills or Bukit Tigapulu in central Sumatra, using camera traps to estimate population size and distribution as well as habitat use. At number 1, Amur leopard. The Amur leopard posed largely for their beautiful spotted fur. In 1999, an undercover investigation team recovered a female and a male Amur leopard skin, which were being sold for $500 and $1,000 respectively. This adorable creature is native to the Amur Hilong region, named for the massive river that borders Far East Russia and northeastern China. According to the World Wildlife Fund, there are less than 100 Amur leopards left in the wild and some 180 in captivity. These numbers may sound drastically small, but the wild population has actually grown in the last 3 years. In 2017, 60 leopards were thought to be living in the wild. Now, more than 84 are believed to be still out there. Groups like Traffic, an organization focused on combating illegal wildlife trading, and the World Wildlife Fund are working to stop poaching, monitoring populations, and protect the leopard's habitat by increasing areas of protected land in both Russia and China. A recent win was a 2013 law update in Russia, stepping up enforcement aimed at stopping illegal trade in Amur leopards and other big cat species. Despite the doom conjured up by this list, there is hope. Research shows that environmental protection efforts really do work. Populations of mountain gorillas, reindeer, wolves, and humpback whales have all seen their numbers rebound, thanks to humans making the effort to protect them. That's it for this video. Thank you.